push just to tell me straight up. Ain't no sense in waiting later, I need it straight up. I ain't tripping on them haters, I got my mind made up.
If you got something to say, don't let your words go to waste. Get it all out today. 5 o'clock, it's time to rock. DJ Machiavelli and my girl Brooke on top. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this episode, you probably noticed something a little different about us this week, a little new swag, because it's February, so we had to come through with the come through. Ain't that right, Machiavelli?
That is. I'm the only one in the studio. You can see the studio couch behind me. I'm the only one that can make it in today. But what's going on, man?
So it's your girl, Brooke.
You gotta do your Queen of Stone Mountain. You gotta do your. Don't forget.
So I'm from where? STONEMOUNTAIN. Damn man.
Every time. It never fails. Every time.
Every time I have to rep for the East Side, and I have two beautiful queens on the call with us today.
Yes.
And we also have another Black king on the call with us today. We're so excited. You guys are our first guests.
I'm honored.
I'm about to say, y'all go ahead, introduce. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know who Brooke is. Y'all go ahead, introduce yourselves to the people really quick. Jasmine, go first.
So we got Miss Jasmine on the line today.
Hey y'all. I don't really know what else I want me to say, but hey.
And we got our
beautiful the Queen of Nothing, Stone Mountain.
No.
The royal gesture, nothing.
Wow. No. My girl is the East Side queen. Don't get it twisted.
I am from the East Side, but I'm not the queen of the East Side, of course. But I'm definitely from the East Side, Decatur to be exact.
Come on, where is greater?
Debatable.
And we have our lovely friends with us, Gabby and Jason. If you guys could introduce yourselves, and I know my boy Jason has his podcast live from the Treehouse, so if you go ahead and introduce you guys.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Gabby. I'm honored to be here on Just Say That podcast.
Come on.
This is a collab of many, you know what I'm saying? Because the Prince of Podcast, POP, hold it down, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Just J 1906, you know how we do. TJP Entertainment, all that. Got to put my look in there. But yeah, man, thank y'all for having us on the show. We appreciate it.
For sure.
Y'all coming through.
So Machiavelli, man, we skipped a week. We're not gonna talk about why, but we skipped the week, man. I missed you last week. How about this week? Your week going well this week?
My week is going pretty great. I had my event for my other show this past Sunday, and that went pretty great. My other show for members only. Yeah, that went pretty great. Got a couple calls about some other stuff. So yeah, my week is going great so far. How about you?
Yeah, my week is going pretty well. There's a few things coming up soon. I don't know if y'all knew or not, but your girl's about to be 30.
30.
Okay.
30.
Come on to the club, girl. Come on to the club.
Welcome.
I'm coming to the 30 club.
I'm about to say y'all birthdays just passed, Gabby and Jasmine.
Yes.
Our birthdays. Happy belated for the show. We said it already, but happy belated.
Oh, happy belated.
All you Capricornians.
Yes. So my girl Gabby is an Aquarius, Jasmine is a Capricorn. Mm-hmm. But in addition to it being my birthday, it's also Valentine's Day coming up.
Ooh.
And that's the touchy subject, Greg.
So wait, before we get into it, how do you do this Valentine's birthday thing?
So I knew it was my birthday before I knew it was Valentine's Day. So
okay, that's real.
I've always celebrated my birthday, and I've never been a big Valentine's Day person. If the person that I'm with is a big Valentine's Day person, I'll celebrate it, but it's my birthday. And I just feel like that's just a holiday in itself. So, baby boy, we're doing.
I'm about to say, I'm glad I don't have that dilemma at all.
It's on the women this time anyway.
Oh. Hold on. Say that again.
It's on the women this year.
On the women.
Yeah.
Oh, my boy Greg trying to act like he ain't hear it. You just want him to say it
Flowers,
again.
cards, candy, a pack of draws, all that.
Please,
All that.
Fenty me out.
Need all
Just
that.
Fenty me out. I need it.
So with Valentine's Day coming up, Gabby and Jason, y'all are a couple. Everybody, my relationship status is single. Jasmine, what's your relationship status?
Single and mingling.
Come on, mingle. It's the mingle for me, for sure. And
Brooke, are
Greg, I
you
don't know if
mingling or are you just singling?
I'm mingling.
Mm-hmm.
This a little mingle tingle, all that. Um, and Greg, what's your relationship status?
Single as fuck.
Ooh,
Ah,
I always say
I
he's
couldn't. I
single
didn't want to do
single.
the single mingle thing. I'm not really mingling. I'm just doing my own thing right now. Like, there's so much other stuff to focus on in life.
Yeah, man,
nothing
you
wrong
out
with
here
that.
working. You out here working. So I feel like, the Valentine's Day expectations be kind of off. It's my birthday, so I don't really participate in the whole Valentine's Day discussion. But Gabby and Jason, like, I'm just curious, like, even when you guys were just in the dating phase, when you were single, now you're engaged, like, give us a little insight on, like, how y'all looked at Valentine's Day in general.
Yeah, I go first. Well, for me, it was always about like surprises, you know what I'm saying? Because I was always the type, even when I was a young boy, you know what I'm saying? To surprise the woman, it makes it that much better. You see what I'm saying? They could be thinking they get nothing and then they get a surprise, and it's like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
it's the surprise factor for me. I think she's been surprised so many times. I'm running out of ideas, but I can't never run out of ideas.
You know, you got forever to go. So
Yeah,
ain't no running out,
Always
my boy.
surprised.
yeah.
Listen.
One time I almost she I had a key. I was just in the apartment. She didn't even know it. I popped
Ooh.
in. She ain't had no taser or nothing. She could it could have got serious. But I'm glad that one worked out.
So is Valentine's Day something that's important to you guys? Because me being y'all's friend, like I know you surprise her all the time, whether it's Valentine's Day or not. So is that something that's like, yeah, we gotta celebrate it, or I'm gonna cut your throat?
I honestly, I don't think it's something that you have to celebrate, but I don't know how to say this. It's like I'll be like, "Oh, you forgot what today is," but not like I'm gonna cut your throat because I feel like we always do stuff. We always go on dates. We always hanging out. So it's not like this one day is the only time that we get to do stuff for each other. But I
Okay.
don't expect anything super big. Don't write that down. I don't expect anything super big or anything like that, but I expect that you acknowledge it. Maybe if it's something small that say like, okay, happy Valentine's Day, we're going to dinner. It don't have to be like you buy me all this stuff because it's Valentine's Day. You can buy me that any day of the week.
Yeah, no, that's real. Jasmine, how you feel about Valentine's Day? How you want them coming?
I enjoy surprises. So most of the Valentine's Day days that I have celebrated, I've been surprised. Um, but for me, it's the thought that counts. I don't really like crowds for real, so I don't really want to go to dinner on Valentine's Day because it's going to be crowded, and I'm not trying to wait to eat. Okay, so I'd rather you do something more heartfelt. So I know that you put thought into it. You didn't just wake up and be like, "Oh snap, it's Valentine's Day. Let me figure something out."
Yeah. Mac, how you feeling about Valentine's Day?
I feel about it. I mean, you know. Um,
I always say it's just another day. And it eats them in the
Just
stick.
them days. But no, seriously. Honestly, for me, it's up to the woman. Like again, like Gabby and you said, it's honestly just another day because you could do a lot of stuff. Like you should be doing a lot of stuff a lot of days. You shouldn't just be waiting till Valentine's Day or Mother's Day or her birthday to whatever. But it's honestly up to the girl because I've dated women, been with women who don't really care about it, and I've dated women who
Mhm.
put a lot of emphasis on it. But I will say,
Okay.
put emphasis on it. I'm not really fucking with that because it's kind of like because I feel like Valentine's Day is superficial. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, it's a love holiday, but all the everything that people put into it, it kind of comes off like real superficial to me.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times if you're like begging someone to do that, it's mostly because you want to flex on social media and
Yeah,
show.
like yeah. So it's but I don't mind. Like I mean, I've done like the surprise thing. I've done like the candles and
Come on, Kendall. You were putting out rose petals with a heart on the bed.
Oh, you was in love.
Look, come on, love. LOV. That was Mac
the
Billy.
little PS I love you letters before too. Notes.
Let me shout out my friend Romantic.
Oh.
But nah, for real, it's more about the woman than anything.
Okay. See, that's why y'all should just celebrate my birthday and forget about all of that. Really. Okay, so it seems like it's a general consensus that it's like, okay, I want to celebrate, but it's also like another day. I want to be romance throughout the year. That's cool. That's cool. So this week, y'all, did y'all see Chloe from Chloe and Halle? You know, my girl did her
You said, did
busted challenge. Was it her busted challenge or the silhouette challenge?
She did both.
Oh yeah, she did both. She did both.
She did both.
And I loved it. I was here for all of it. Like, I feel like she's been trying to be sexy for a long time, but
she had that sister tag along.
Yeah, her sister's young, and we just know her. We just know them as like two young girls that are talented that can sing. But I feel like she be trying to. She put a little extra oomph in some of her dance moves sometimes, and I feel like she been trying to like
But I don't know if it was really her sister. More so, I feel like that may have been like management or whatever they was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like once they was locked in, it's kind of like this how we gonna market y'all. But of course, now that she's older, she want to break out and do her own thing. So I think she just kind of had to wait until she could.
It was that one episode of Grownish for me when I know that's something different there. I said,
my boy said she a little thick.
You have to pause this one real quick. I said, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey, that ain't the little sister no more. She ain't really, that ain't twin no more. That ain't no twin. I was like, okay, cool. But then she was dating my boy Diggy, so I had to throw the oop to Diggy. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey Diggy, do your thing. But now what's going on? I see her doing all these challenges, so I don't know if my boy either he on the other side of the screen or he just like I don't know what's the status. Don't look like it's together no more.
I'll find out.
The thing I kind of hate about the whole thing is because I'm a girl's girl. I'm all about like celebrating womanhood. I'm not gonna hate on another chick. Like even a chick I don't like, I'm not gonna hate on her. But it was a lot of hate, and it was coming from the females, and I was a little disappointed by that. Like on Black Twitter, women were just like, "Oh, she's a pick me. She just like she's trying to make this transition to being sexy, and it's not working." And I'm just like, baby girl, if your nigga liked her video, just say that. Because I don't understand like where the hate was coming from.
I was like,
yeah, like usually like women in general, I hate to say this, but we get a lot of hate from men on social media, like trying to roast us. But it was really a lot of women. I was like greatly disappointed. And it was like, yo, what's the problem? Because Meg can do the crybaby challenge. Everybody can do the busted challenge. But when Chloe comes to do it, it's an issue. Then she comes on live, and my girl is real live crying like real tears. And like just saying how she tried, come into her confidence and her sexiness. And I'm like, y'all didn't talk about this girl so bad that y'all got her crying on live.
Honestly, it's kind of like anytime you're doing something that other people can't do or they want to do themselves and can't achieve, like that's gonna always be the response. And it's just like I had a friend recently, like I ain't gonna say she did the same thing, but she kind of was like wanted to be less conservative on social media, kind of whatever. And then she was saying she got kind of backlash for that too. And I'm just kind of like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, especially when it's coming, like you said, coming from women. Like,
yeah.
I would figure that women would like, like, yes, girl.
Embrace it.
Embrace it, encourage it. But, I mean, some people, they got their old traditional standards of, women leading this. And
I think also a lot of people thought it was like a sudden thing for her to be doing. But I mean, she's 22. So it's not really sudden for her. Like this was her natural evolution into becoming a woman. But of course, everybody else who may not have known who she was outside of singing with her sister or singing with Beyonce, they just assumed that she was 12 and she's gonna be 12 forever.
Right.
And that's not what happened. Right.
Like, think about what you was doing at 22. Like, we was fresh out of 31, fresh out
Would
of
have been
Boot
doing the
Off.
busted
There ain't
challenge.
no
Sure would have.
videos about anything.
Came out in college.
Let TikTok have been out. Bussy. Like, we
Exactly.
would have been doing all that.
I
So
do
it's just, I don't know. I don't get it. I feel like if you want to be conservative, be conservative. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get in it. But like for anybody else that wants to kind of break out of that, like let them do what they want to do. But I also am not here for like celebrities letting like regular people like kind of dictate what they got going on. Like, girl, get off live crying because these folks is not making you no money. Because chances are they're not the ones listening to your music.
They all eventually learn because that's the same problem that Ari Lennox had. She felt like everybody was criticizing her music and everything she did. I'm like, bro, like you worried about 10, 15 people criticizing you, and it's like 1,000 that's like, you know what I'm saying, rocking with your movement and anything else.
Yeah. So, moral of the story, do you boo? And this is to all women. This is not just Chloe. You know what I'm saying? If you want to.
Doing you, just keep going.
Because they watching.
Right. We got two that's watching right here.
They watching, but they don't watch the whole thing. Like I might watch in pieces or in parts. You know, I don't watch the whole thing.
But yeah, I mean that's
blink twice to be okay.
I cannot. I cannot. So yeah, I mean that was kind of like what kind of monopolized the social media world this week was Chloe, and I was just like, all right, y'all. I had to get off Twitter a few times because I'm like, oh, y'all still talking about this? Y'all still on this?
And then I see her crying. It's kind of like a transition or change, so to say. So like, you know, a lot of people they don't know how to handle change. When you know, say like she was the, I guess the good girl role in the girl group. You know, Beyonce's kids, and now she grown now. I mean,
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. You know, last episode we had a little dating razzle dazzle, and you know, me and Greg got to a mini debate about a few things. So we're gonna kind of dive into some topics a little bit deeper about dating. So my question to our guest is, who teaches these men how to slide in your DMs, how to approach a woman? Like, who teaches you your game? Because if I were to read the script of these DMs that I receive, or even just me being in public and being approached by a man, I have heard some ridiculous things. So, like, Matt.
I about to say, Juice, you wanna take it first?
What you mean as far as who teach you your game?
Yeah.
I feel like it's not necessarily a thing that can be taught. It's either in you or you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Like you watch the men that you come up grow around, you know what I'm saying? You watch how they move and then you kind of mirror that and then put your own sauce on it. You know what I'm saying? I've never been
sauce.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to approach a woman, there's a way to approach a woman. You can't just I've never been the type to slide in a DM or do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know someone, then try to get to know them. But as far as all that sliding in DMs and doing all that, nah.
So when Jason was trying to get with you, Gabby, was he corny or not?
No, you know he's a jokester.
Yeah.
So it don't take much to make me laugh, but he was always with the jokes, making some kind of joke, and I was just like this. It just made me like want more.
Hey.
But it wasn't in my like DMs or nothing like that. It was more like he got to know me first, and then it was like throwing in the jokes and stuff like that.
Some people want the full set. You know what I'm saying? You can get them for 15 free. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when you want the full show, you got to, you know, hey, somebody got to pay the 50.
Funny niggas always got the advantage, bro, because we already know how to work the crowd. So we all.
I feel like that is like the key to success. Like if you can make a girl laugh and genuinely make her laugh, like don't try too hard, just be yourself and be funny. It'll work for you every time. But like I've had dudes like say, cause y'all know I'm tall, I'm 5'11", and so initially it's like
when I'm gonna play you 1-on-1,
bruh, I'll play you for your heart. Boo, you will lose. Stop.
I'm like, you ain't gonna lose.
Listen, I like the that is their favorite. I like to climb trees, and I be like, You see a tree out here? Because I don't.
It's in the playbook, you know what I'm saying? It's in the standard playbook, you know. It's been used.
No, that's terrible. You need to take that out the playbook. Whoever taught y'all that, delete that whole line.
Problem is, too many people use it. Too many.
Yeah. I was talking to Jason about that the other day because we watched Married at First Sight. I don't know.
I love that show. I love it.
Like I was just looking, and it's one guy on there, and he, of course, this season is in Atlanta, and then the way he was talking to the girl, of course, they married now, but I'm like, this is your first time meeting her, and I was like, the stuff he was saying to her, I was like, do guys not know that is a turn on for us? Like, and it'd be this common things that they ask, like stuff like, are you a virgin? Like, why would you ask me that when you don't like?
Yeah. I was gonna say
that is an extreme turn up. Like, I don't even want to talk to you no more. I don't care what you look like, what you got. Like, certain things you say, like, I don't want nothing else to do with you.
How about
so many dudes?
To answer the question, like initial question, I really think like you just kind of like learn, unless you had like you know what I'm saying, father figure, like an uncle that literally sat you down and taught you the game. You literally just watch what you watch on TV. You watch your homeboys. You watch your uncles, you know what I'm saying, anybody, and you just kind of like piece it together, and then you learn. You just got to kind of learn. I ain't gonna lie, I was watching Jamie Foxx earlier today, and I heard him say something. I was like, oh, let me add that to the
Little Martin and little Bill Bellamy, you know, ain't never heard.
Not Bill Bellamy.
There's a little Bill Bellamy in there.
Hold on, Bill was good at how to be a player now. He was good.
Find them in there.
Let me find out y'all getting y'all lines from TV. Y'all be on BET.
You know.
Hey, so
I mean, well, y'all need to talk to y'all counterparts. Y'all need to talk to y'all homies because they ain't got it. They ain't got the game.
They got it by now. They probably ain't gonna get it.
Because we 30.
Sometimes they ruin it by even doing that right there, and then mess around and damn, you slip up and do something dumb. The next guy end up getting it just because. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't have that happen. Like, dude fumbled because he said something wild in the DMs, and his friend came after like, yeah, I seen my homeboy fumble. And I'm like, yeah, you just came behind him and swooped me because you was cool about it.
Right.
He
and
was
you might have wanted him more than you wanted the friend, but he just
and did.
Yeah. I used to play that all the time in high school.
Sit well, what the fuck I watch.
Oh yeah, I'm watching. Oh yeah, he about to get a big time fumble. I'm taking that back.
To the crib.
So wait. So my question is, who teach y'all game? You know, we talked about the shoot your shot thing. We did. So who teaching y'all the game?
Mine is trial and error. You know, I try to be cool, you know, try to be calm, but not too cool because I ain't trying to be the homegirl. Okay. But, you know, just try to be cool, you know, try to be yourself at all times. And, you know, get in where you fit in. But when I want to shoot my shot, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Just to see,
so what's
you know what I'm saying?
What's your go-to line, Jasmine?
I don't really have no go-to line. Like if I'm trying to shoot my shot, maybe. I mean, it normally kind of start with like a what you doing or what you getting into this weekend or something like that. Because I'm trying to set up something. Like I'm trying to hang out with you. Or I'm trying to like get a temperature, see if you're trying to hang out with me too. Like I don't want to. If I get the vibe that you're just trying to do it, then I'm like, yeah, this not it. Like I just need to go ahead and keep it moving because I mean that might not be what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to know you. I'm like I'm trying to hang out, but I don't think I gotta go to mine. I don't think so.
Okay.
I got a few go-tos.
Oh no.
I'm Steph from the logo.
Let me see.
Okay.
What's your lines?
So, you know, I'm into sports. So it's easy. You trying to go watch the Falcons game on Sunday? You know they play the Saints. I know you a Breeze fan. So let's go to Barnacles and catch the game. Boom. Easy.
I know. Look, I know she be running game. Cause look at the head now. She said, "You trying to?"
Exactly.
That's the little head now. That's the.
When she do that, all the niggas.
I know you watch.
Sports will never be my go-to ever.
Sports is so easy because I actually know sports. So you're not going to, but then it gets weird for men who are not sportsmen. I usually don't date men that aren't sportsmen because it's like, what do we talk about? Because I'm trying to be at the tailgate lit with my boo. So That's usually like an easy go-to. I have sent a Steph Curry gift before shooting, and that works.
Why
That
are
works.
you looking like? She's like, I thought about doing that, but I just didn't know.
I'm trying to think of something else I said. Or I've just been very straightforward, like, hey, what you doing this weekend? Like, let's go get drinks. And that works. That's
Yeah.
easy. But I feel like we not about to say nothing extra corny. Like, I feel like men spend so much time trying to be creative and it comes out corny.
Yeah.
And it's just like, literally, when all this fails, just say, hey, how are you? Period.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think we really try to run game. We might more so try to be in your space, like be around you, like hang out with you. So I guess that's our form of running game.
Because I feel like, well, I ain't had to run no game in a while, but when I did,
That full court press on your boy. I mean, every time I walked in, I was.
so when I did, I used to always know his whereabouts, or I'll say, what you doing? Like you said, and I'll always, when I show up, I'm showing out what I'm wearing, what I'm looking like. So you already know that what you doing needs to be what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
That
Like,
is a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you put yourself in position.
Right.
So, like,
Yeah.
I had this joke with a few of my friends, like, you know, like a certain group of dudes, they gonna be a certain few places on the weekend.
Right.
Like, especially with like the people we went to school with that we still kind of hang out with. So you like, oh, so for example, you know, all our friends go to Penthouse. Oh, if you know somebody that you've been looking at gonna be at Penthouse, you gonna show up to Penthouse, put yourself in position. You may slide in the section next to him and have your Saturday's best on. And whatever happens, happens.
Or at one point, I remember it used to be like, if you know who your like his friends or whatever following you and watching your stories, oh, you done got your face beat and you dressed, just show a little video right quick, a little to show, might even show where you at a little bit so they can pull up on you to know where you
right.
At.
Little tag the location like that, and then so they can be like, yeah, y'all trying to pull up on them?
Yep.
Right. Works every time.
You not in the conversation no more.
We are so much more clever than y'all. Like, y'all don't be tagging y'all fine homeboys. Y'all don't be tagging y'all location. Y'all just be amateurs. We can teach y'all a few things, okay?
I'm sure y'all could.
I'm a pretty hot.
Because you sitting there Steph Curry and fuck around get Dame Lillard back. What we doing?
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. So
honestly, like for somebody like me, like because as a DJ, the easiest way to start conversation is music. Music. It works every time. Never fails.
Wait, the easiest way to start a conversation is what?
Music. Like how you said, like, you know, dudes like
oh yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm in there.
So is it a turn off if she only listen to Future?
Yes. Yes.
We will not tolerate no Future slander while I'm here, okay?
You gotta know like a variety of music because I know so much of it that it's like you can't listen to one like, you know what I'm saying? Especially not trap music. Hell
no. I mean, but she has to be very affluent in the trap genre.
Yeah, she gotta have a little trap in her.
Because I love me a little
Gucci in there, but if that's all it is, like I'm not waking up listening to City Girls. I'm not waking up listening to like I like to get my R&B on, you know what I'm saying? My Jodeci, my little Neo Usher. You know.
My boy be doing that Diddy bop in the morning when he cleaning up on Saturdays.
Dig it.
You know, and then, you know, might fuck around, play some Paramore, you know what I'm saying? Once, but, you know. I be
brother know his music right there. He on to something. Yeah.
Stop believing on a Saturday night, you know.
Okay. So, moral of the story is the women on the line sound like we got a better game than y'all.
I ain't gonna say that. Y'all are just willing to give out the plays more. I ain't, you know. I can't give out.
That was just a few. There's many more in the bag.
Listen, if you don't think y'all in y'all bag, just say that because
we'll hold the session for 2 payments of $19.99.99.
Right.
I mean, no.
Yeah. We gave out too much free game. That's how it is, ladies. It's okay.
It's all right.
Okay. So you know, dating is very tricky. Especially dating in your 20s and then going into your 30s. Raise your hand if you ever been in a situationship. Wow, 100% from the field. That is sad.
Can I raise a hand?
So, was it by choice?
I'm not gonna lie and say no.
It's the
Right.
crickets
I
for
ain't gonna
me.
say no, but
I feel like it wasn't by choice, but it's by your choices.
yeah.
Depending on the night and the drink.
But the situationship goes past the night and the drink. The situationship is like a long-term little.
Well, y'all know we already had a bottle each day. I mean, hey.
Well, listen, long as it wasn't Hennessy, because we left that in 2020, okay?
Yeah, I'm off the Hennessy.
Okay, so we all been in a situationship. Would you guys agree that usually it's on the man and that the woman is usually the one that's like, I'm gonna go with the flow?
But I give it an 8 out of a 7 to 8 out of 7 out of 10 times. Because
Jasmine said no.
Y'all be on y'all.
No, because I've created some situationships and I knew it was gonna be just a situationship.
Yeah.
But
like I knew I didn't want to be your girlfriend.
So did the man know that he was in a situationship and that that's what it was like, or was he under the impression that it was going to be something more?
I mean, we ain't never go out in public, so I thought.
Oh yeah.
It was understood.
He didn't get the head nod. He didn't get the head nod.
He didn't get that. Okay.
He got
so. Okay, that's very interesting. I think I have been in a few. It wasn't intentional, but it was kind of like you're dating and then you realize you guys aren't aligned. So it's just like, yeah, I think I'm straight, but I like him, so I'm gonna joke with him too.
Right.
But I think the majority of the ones I've been in, it's been because I like this person, but we weren't aligned, and it was on him. Like, you know, men love the I ain't ready.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like now I have a philosophy, since he just not ready for you. Because I do believe that when a man is ready, he get ready. Like there's no I ain't ready. He do what he gotta do to get ready. Men on the line, do y'all agree?
That's true. I feel like
but I was gonna say, you know, the I am not ready line, like, is it really his choice or is it yours? Because he told you he wasn't ready and you still decided to stay. So
yeah, but you also did not tell her this is not a good idea. You should go. Like if you're looking for a relationship, this is not where you're gonna get it. You should go. And a lot of times, y'all be open.
When you align, when you're not aligned, right, and you in a situationship, like if you dating somebody, but you can see that y'all not aligned, but y'all still cool, y'all still like it's still working, y'all still doing y'all thing. Both of y'all don't want to leave it, but at the end of the day, you know y'all not aligned, and that leads to you not being ready. So at that time, are y'all both not ready? Are y'all just doing what y'all doing just to keep it?
To add to that, I say women also have the I'm gonna change his mind thing about them sometimes.
Oh yeah, I've heard that so much.
That's I don't know why, but
been there.
I'm gonna get him ready.
Okay. I don't change nothing but my clothes, so I'm not gonna change a man. I'm not doing that. I said this last episode, come ready made. I'm not a Build-A-Bear shop. I never like going there, building nothing. I need your heart to be broken 3 times. I don't want you stuck on sis from 8th grade that broke your heart. So now you don't want a relationship ever again. Like, I can't do it. I cannot.
Hey, that shit real, man. I didn't have to do me like that.
Bruh.
Y'all know me. I think like you be in situationships because you like being around the person. Like let's say you can have a good time with them, you can take them around your friends, it's never an issue, never no drama. You know, y'all have a good time. But after the situationship go on for so long, you know, you have to have the conversation. Okay, we gonna continue the situationship or like what we doing? And then at that point, if you can't give me a straightforward answer, then I'll just answer the phone when I want to answer the phone. and we'll just hang out when we hang out because you're not serious, so I'm not finna put too much effort into this.
That's fair. That's fair. That's very
But
fair.
I
Yeah,
feel like usually when they get to that point, it be too late. You be in a whole
yeah,
split relationship for 2 years, and you
yeah.
be like, "Wait a minute, I just wasted 2 years of my life with somebody who don't want anything."
Right.
But I
But then they hit you with the, "But I ain't messing with nobody else. I just ain't ready for a relationship right now."
is it a waste if you had fun?
Yes,
You have fun.
all that love could have went to somebody who needed it
Nah.
and will receive it.
I don't know.
But bro, another way situations are formed, like situationships are formed that I've seen is like when you trying to get over somebody else, and then you get that one person, and then y'all end up in a situationship, and it's like, oh, I really don't want to be with you because that person acting right again, so I'm gonna go back to where I need to go. And then you leave
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
person.
no, that's real. That's super real. I done been there too. Like, well, y'all got a friend, and y'all know who I'm talking about. He was definitely one of those. Like, I was getting over somebody, right place, right time. Oh, you fun? We had fun together. That's cool. I don't want nothing from you though. Like, I'm good, but it was fun.
I,
And
Mm.
you had some
I
fun.
It's
I hope
fun.
my boy don't see this episode.
I mean, it was fun. I mean, you got to look at your pros and your cons, your gains and your losses. I mean, you see, did he put you up on game? You know what I'm saying? What did you gain from the relationship? Did you get a few things? You see what I'm saying? At this time, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no such thing as wasted time. You got because you
Mm,
wanted to be there.
I disagree. There's a such thing as wasted time. There's a such thing as wasted time when I make my intentions clear because I've been in a situation that turned into one that initially wasn't the agreement. So I'm telling you, hey, this is what I want. We're dating. This is what we're working towards, and he's on board with that. And then you get to a point and you're thinking that's what you guys are working on. And then one day you wake up and my boy is like, yeah, I'm not ready. So at what point were you not ready? Because you should have told me when you feel like you wasn't ready.
But does that anger you? Does that make
It
you
angers
to
me.
this day?
Oh, it does because that's not. I mean, it's happened more than once, and it's just like, yo, I could have been out here living my life. You know what I'm saying? Partially it's my fault. Like I should have dated more people because you single until you married. That's my philosophy. But I've given a lot of time to people in general. You know what I'm saying? My time is money, baby.
That's true.
so
But
my
as long
thing.
as you
So
take
how do you feel
ownership,
about the reverse situation? Like, so me as a man, I've been in situations where I've made my intentions clear on something, and
Yeah.
that person decided to still stick around and stay. And when I didn't change my mind, they kept getting. I'm like, this nothing like nothing unless I have a conversation with you about my intentions changing, like nothing's changed. So you can't get mad at me for something I told you.
yeah.
I think she
Think
was
at that
goofy.
point it's our fault for saying. Like if you because men are, to me, I think some men are black and white. Men who can effectively communicate are black and white. This is what I want, this is what I don't want. So we've had a conversation and you've told me this is what I want and this is what I don't want. And I go home and marinate on it and I still choose to fuck with you. At that point, it's my fault.
But
Okay.
there are some men that aren't black and white.
There are some that be like, oh no, I like what we
You know,
got
you my
going
girl.
on.
You
I want to see where it goes. Yes, you definitely
See,
have
here's
those.
the
And for
thing
them,
though.
it's like, okay, he said that we was working towards this, so I'm gonna see how long, what I'm saying, take him to go. And then that turned into a year, 2 years, 3 years, and we still here.
Sometimes a baby.
Because men have this magical like power of stringing people along. Like they'll give you just enough to like keep you like going for a few more months. So you may revisit the conversation and be like, yeah, man, like I'm really trying to lock you down. Just let me get my money right. Okay, when your money gonna be right?
It ain't
Well,
that
okay.
magical. They got a mouthpiece and they got a penis. It ain't that magical. They use both
Hey,
of them to string you along.
magic is magic. Okay?
No, I'm just saying they
Magic
use
is-
both of them in combination to string you along. The mouthpiece is to keep you around, keep you interested, and then the penis is to keep you locked in.
Bibbidi
Yeah,
bobbidi boo. Yeah.
I cannot.
Yes.
I
And stuff.
feel Greg, to answer your question, I feel like, in that situation, you said you made your intentions clear and she stays around. I think that one, she's goofy if she stays around and you told her from jump that's what it was. because in her mind, she's probably thinking she'll change her mind. But also, I think the male in that situation should have some accountability, because if you see that there's a woman in your life that wants a relationship and you have no intentions of giving that to her, you should cut it off as well. Like, I can't give you what you want, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be a headache for the both of y'all. Like, while you guys may enjoy each other's company, she gonna hit you with the what are we? You know it's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? That's inevitable. So when she does, you can't get upset because you know what she wanted and you continue to you continue to mess with her. So I think it's like a twofold like thing. I think the man take responsibility, but also the women cannot be goofy. Cause take it from me, baby. If he tell you he not ready, he not ready. Believe him.
Or just talk to somebody, get to somebody when they reach that level of maturity and growth. Like, don't start something unless you know that it's gonna mature into something else that's gonna be, beneficial for the both of you. You know what I'm saying? Whereas when we was younger, I mean, shit, we really didn't know what the fuck was going on, so we couldn't really tell you if it was gonna be beneficial down the road. We was just kind of just having fun, and I don't think you should ever, like, if I could go back, I don't think you should ever like jump into something serious unless you have the means and intentions on making it to that end goal.
Yeah, and I'm
That's
with
real.
Jasmine's comment. I mean, yeah, we got magic. We got our little, magic. Whoop, whoop, but women, yeah, I got y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all
Yeah,
hold
it's a
on.
it's a it's a
Just
it's a
don't tap
mutual
into it.
thing.
Women don't tap.
Both parties
Be so
both parties use a mouthpiece and their private part. Both parties use both of them to get what they want. At some point, okay, maybe we ain't talking prostitution, but you use it to get what you want. Like if you
Just a
want to
little
spend
barter
more time,
system.
if you want to spend more time with a dude and y'all have already been having relations, you might pull out a few extra tricks. Like, okay, I know he dealing with some other people, but I want to be the only person he dealing with. Let me pull out some extra tricks. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Y'all do the same thing. So I mean, you use
I'm
what
about
you
to say, I
got to
think
get
y'all
what you
power.
want.
I think y'all power lies in like taking it away a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't, ran game a little bit in the past, whatever. And then, when Shorty tried to distance herself, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Calling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like I never called before type shit, but
because
Not the hey, how you? What way jump real quick.
hey, it's been a couple days. Where you been at?
Yo, that distance be a killer because they be confused. I didn't done the silent treatment for a solid 2 days, and they be like, "Yo, I would just call to make sure you was good. Like, how you feeling? You sick or you need me to get you?" No, I'm not sick, boo. I am perfectly healthy. I'm
that's
just
how
not
you
answering the phone.
if you in the top 5 or if you on the roster. If you go to 2
Yeah,
days,
that's a top 3 to 5 play.
yeah, you don't hear nothing in the 2 days, and you might be calling. Yeah, I was just damn.
Like, you good? Everything good over there?
Damn, you didn't hit me. I mean, I was ignoring your ass. What the fuck?
That is funny. So, this whole space of like, I'm not ready, to me, it screams emotional unavailability. So, do you think that men who are emotionally unavailable should date?
No.
My girl said that quick.
Nope.
I don't either.
Women too. I think women too. Both parties. Once again, because we can't always put it all on the men. Okay. I think that both parties, if you ain't ready, you should not be in the dating field. You should not be on these dating apps. You should not be going out trying to pick up girls and vice versa. You shouldn't be doing that if you know that you're not ready to do anything outside of having sex.
But how can you tell a good guy or somebody that you feel or deem as a good guy or a good girl that, how can you tell if they're not emotionally available if they've never really talked about their emotions or was privy to like either therapy or being able to let some of that stuff go? Because
Well, I like to ask follow-up questions. So, in the get to know you phase, if I feel like you're not giving me enough or like you're on the verge of like opening up, I'm gonna keep asking. Because I want you to open up to me. I want to be honest with you, and I want you to be honest with me. So if it's something related to a past relationship, childhood trauma, even though that take a little longer for them you get them open up. But if it's something related to like a past relationship, when we having our, taking a few shots, smoking a little,
You go.
and we having conversations, it's like, okay, so what happened in your last relationship? And I want you to open up and be honest. And if I see that you really are still upset about it, it's still some pain there, it's still some emotion there, then that should be my sign to be like, okay, maybe he's not ready for a relationship, if that's what I'm looking for.
But what if your other sign telling you, yeah, I need this tonight?
Yeah, but see, that's something just sexual. If I decide at that point, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have sex with him, then I should accept that it's gonna be just a sexual relationship. If you can't open up to me about your last relationship without getting mad or without getting emotional or without being, upset about it and your mood changing and everything, you're not ready.
But some people can't discern the difference between a sexual relationship and an emotional relationship either. They think once you have sex, then that's
We
all.
go together.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
listen, that's usually because it's not just sex. You can't tell me that you just having sex with somebody and you're not doing a little extra, a little pillow talk, a little go out to eat, tagged along with that.
A little
If they
cuddle.
think that it's right, if they think it's something more than that, you're probably giving something more. Like,
Mhm.
and I feel like men are emotional in nature. I just think they don't tap into it later. So like I've had a man tell me like, baby, you're not gonna Netflix and chill me. You gonna talk to me for an hour before we do anything. And I'm like, wait, what? Like,
Like,
no, I
He was
right. He was
trying to get
like, I
the
like to have conversations. But my thing is like, but that's not what we're doing. Like, I'm not even trying to be your friend for real.
you just okay. Oh, let me know before I find some good shit, because I find some good shit on Netflix. Don't waste my bandwidth, man. I need it. Hey, what we doing?
Well, the Netflix
Well,
and chill, is definitely not for somebody that you really like. You know what
What?
I'm saying? I'm saying no. I'm not saying after y'all have already been messing around or y'all already in a relationship, Netflix and chill is perfectly fine.
If I put
But if
you on
we're
my,
just having sex and you come over here and we start watching good shit, that leads to hours of watching good shit, hours of us laughing, talking. Might need to get a little snack. Now we got a whole date going
we
on
got
over
4 seasons left, baby. Buckle
here.
up.
You right, we got a whole date, and then that's also gonna lead to when she leave or when he leave. Hey, don't watch such and such without me. I'm gonna be back over there in a couple of days. We can watch the next few episodes. See, now it's a thing,
And I'm
and you
loyal
weren't
too.
trying to
I'm
make it a
gonna watch
thing.
this shit.
That's fair.
See, and
I'm
now it's
loyal
a
too. I'm
thing.
not watching the show without you. You told me don't watch it. I'm not watching it.
When if you would have just put on the Cat Williams, nobody's trying to watch
That's
that.
Huh?
look, I was blessed. That's all you need, baby.
I like
Yeah, you
Cat
could have just put
Williams.
it on. I do too, but if I put that on, I'm not really trying to watch it because I've seen it 3-4 times. I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah. I about to say I was gonna say I kind of got like I know everybody said no, but it's kind of like a no and yes thing, because I feel like if you go on a date and you know you're not there yet, or like you don't know, and then you find out eventually, like you just gotta know how to like set your boundary, like even if
Mm-hmm.
you want to like sexual relationship with a person, I feel like, I mean, if that's what you want and they cool with it, that's okay. But you gotta like how y'all was saying, you can't be Netflix and chilling and like, you know what I'm saying, calling, oh babe, let's do this, and like you can't be overstepping the boundary and they get mad
Right.
when the shorty's like, oh, this my man, and you like, hold up, like nigga, you calling her baby and shit, like,
Yep.
yeah, bring them
And
around.
see for me, people love saying they sign the Capricorn in me. It's real black and white. And if I let down my wall and I let you in, then of course I think that we're going somewhere. Like I think, we're working towards a relationship. We've discussed being in a relationship at some point. So I'm thinking we're going there. And then when that doesn't happen, or when you let me down, now I'm upset because I feel like I wasted my time giving you all my time. Because if you get past the wall, I'm giving you all my time. I want to hang out with you. I want to be around you. I want to Netflix and
In
chill
your
with you.
skin.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be. Darnell Jones. in your skin.
And then when it doesn't happen because of whatever, I'm trying to get my money together. I don't think I'm ready to be in a relationship yet. I ain't over my past relationship. I've been hurt in the past. All type of foods. Now you got all the excuses in the world, and
Now you gotta go see the lady.
right. So now I'm upset because I let you in, and we've had this discussion already.
Yeah.
But
What happens if you dating somebody and that happens, but somebody they also dating somebody else as well, and then you get beat out, then what?
Well, I mean,
See?
dating, dating is tricky. When we have the conversation that we're dating, you have to understand that dating means dating multiple people, not fucking multiple people, but dating multiple people. So if that person is not trying to give you all their time, or, at some point show that they're more interested in you, then you have to just be like, maybe it's some contenders out there still. So I gotta,
this one next
try to step my shit up.
I've definitely had to have that conversation like, hey, I really do like you and I think you're awesome, but I like him too.
Oh,
So I'm dating, and if I feel like that I no longer want to date you, I will let you know. If I feel like I no longer want to date him and I want to be exclusive with you, then I'll let you know. And he respected it. He respected it. He was like, I'm not dating anyone else, but I respect it because we weren't exclusive. We hadn't had that conversation. And I basically told him, I'm going to give you time if you have loose ends, because it got to a point where I started to like him more. Like he was the number one contender out of my top three.
Right.
So it got to a point I was like, I'm finna tie these loose ends. I need you to go ahead and tie loose ends if you have them. And he was like, okay, how much time I got? Take whatever time you need. But when I say I'm ready, I'm ready. Right. And my boy took a little too long.
One more date. They give me one more date. I'm gonna go over there and crack it down right now. One more date. One more date.
Took a little too long.
If you say that to me, like, bro, you got to give me a date and a time and a place. Like,
no, because I'm not. I don't want to have to babysit you. If I tell
the
you,
ends should be loose already. You shouldn't be still unraveling them. They should be already loose.
Yeah,
y'all still on the same page. It shouldn't take that much work.
Right.
The other person.
Right. Close the book. Close it.
It ain't that easy, bro.
Especially if you know that like you want to be exclusive, you should have already been headed in that direction anyway.
Okay. And it not is responding to them text messages.
Do what you gotta do. Not
to them DMs.
Block.
It sound good.
See,
it sound good.
see, I cannot. Nope, couldn't be me. But yeah, you gotta have the conversations. But I mean, I have a hard no for men who are not emotionally available. I have a hard no for men who won't consider therapy, who don't want to explore their trauma and like really get it together. Because I'm not a therapist. I don't have that capacity to try to explore your trauma, to try to see what's wrong with you. That's not what I do. That's not what I do for a living. I'm not qualified, no credentials. I like to joke. I like to have fun. Want to have fun with my partner, but I don't want to be your therapist. And I know that whole be your peace thing. Like I ain't signed up for that. Be your own peace, and then we can be each other's peace. Because when you're your own peace, it's a lot easier. I know it may ruffle some feathers with some of the viewers on that, but dudes be wanting you to be their therapist.
Out of context a little bit, like the way people responded to be your peace thing, because a lot of people think like, you know what I'm saying, for regard to a girl, like she got to be my therapist, like whatever. The way I see it, I don't take it like that. Be my peace means more so like I've found peace for myself, and then you have to like basically not maintain it, but like fit into that peace. Don't be doing shit that
right.
Half these men that be saying be my peace don't even want to go to therapy. They don't believe in therapy, so I don't even believe that.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't be yelling at a brother. Like, damn, just be
come from work.
But my thing is, disagreements happen. Like, that's gonna happen. That's a part of relationships. Now, if it escalates, that's a little different. But you can't think that we're never gonna disagree. Like, you're in a committed relationship. Disagreements happen.
Yeah.
So
don't throw hands. Don't throw objects. Calm your voice down.
You ain't gotta yell everything. Even if something upsets you, you ain't gotta always like argue. You can just say it. Like,
but I mean, I feel like y'all can't hear if I'm not yelling.
Well, give me a Q-tip. Give me, hey, yeah.
I feel like it's a passion. That's why
It's
we
definitely
Yeah.
passion.
be passionate.
Well,
Yeah.
see,
It's
when
love
we get
behind that
passionate, two
screen.
passions go together.
Nah.
Should be like Selma and Paul.
Listen, when I was calm and telling you to put the seat down in the bathroom, you weren't listening. Now we on the third time, so now I have to yell because you're not listening.
No, you don't.
You're not hearing me. Yes, I
Sounds
do, because
about
I
right.
said it calmly for 3 times and you didn't do. You ain't listening.
I was busy.
Just go in there and slam that motherfucker down. And then
No,
you hear the
no.
sound close. Who's gonna be like
And
this?
you're gonna do it again tomorrow. You're gonna do it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be that one day that I'm gonna be sleepy or maybe had a little too much to drink at brunch and I'm gonna fall in and I'm gonna scream. I'm sorry, I'm gonna scream.
You know
There's
what,
no
I'm
calm. There's no be your peace. I'm gonna be your wrath. I'm gonna be your tornado.
see, man, we know how to adapt to situations like that. I leave the seat up. Okay, I'm sorry you pissed off. Okay, well, put your seat up then. What we doing? I'm just saying. I mean, there's ways around it. I mean, I understand you upset, but at the same time, like being peaceful, don't continue to argue and continue to go on and harp about things when you know somebody either genuinely forgot or they're trying to understand. Like,
And I about to say, I was gonna say this kind of go back to what we said the other episode, or kind of what I said the other episode about like acceptable flaws in a person. Like because I feel like even in any relationship, it's gonna always be something. It's always the little shit that add up. And like at a certain point, you gotta stop. You can't respond to little shit the same way all the time because you're just gonna be mad. Like some shit you just gotta like, this nigga don't do this. Fuck it. She don't do this. Why she keep leaving her lashes on the counter? I told her she don't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
when we dating, that's on purpose. I'm laying my claim. Because if they are not in the same space when I come back, baby boy, what are you doing?
First of all, in the trash, I thought it was a roach.
right. Caterpillar or something, man. I'm about to.
And I know Gabby lashes long. I know them lashes be on the counter.
Man, she used to leave them hoes everywhere, man. I'd be like, bruh, get on the ceiling.
Oh man. So we covered a lot of stuff today, y'all. We covered Chloe and Hallie. We covered Valentine's Day. Shout out to me again, about to be 30.
Yes.
And dating and being emotionally available. If you can give one word of advice to our viewers about dating, what would it be? Jasmine.
Wow. I would say that you need to be honest and straightforward with whoever you're dating. Women appreciate honesty. I'm sure men appreciate honesty as well. But when you're not honest from the beginning, you take away the other person's option to continue to deal with you. So, in my experience, honesty is not. It's just a lot of dishonest things going on. So, I would definitely say be honest and straightforward.
Okay, Gabby and Jason.
I'll go first. I would say it's okay to be alone. Just because you're alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. Because a lot of people think that, especially like the age that we're going into, like the 30s, they're like, oh, I don't got no one. I need to hurry up and meet this, and they end up settling for something just because they see other people being in a relationship. It's okay. Your time is coming. It's okay to be alone. You discover a lot of stuff about yourself and other people when you're alone. It doesn't mean you're lonely. So just be patient. It doesn't matter. We don't have no age limit. We in 30s and we're 20. So
Right.
30 is definitely the new 21.
Right.
Matt.
I'm about to let Juice go first. Did you have something too?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. I'm sorry.
You said, what was the question again? You said giving it one piece of advice for dating.
Yes.
Be intentional with who you dating. If
you better say that.
If they like something, then try to incorporate that into, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Make it worthwhile, create a moment. You know what I'm saying? Because the more moments you make, then, you got something. So that would be mine.
That was good. That was really good. Let me find out.
Like,
Jason been going to the lady.
I'm about to say my piece of advice for as far as dating, will honestly be, it kind of piggybacks up what Gabby said when it's okay to be alone. Is learn yourself, because a lot of times people they date, they get in relationships and they don't really know what they like. They don't know what they like in a person. They don't know what they like to do for real, and they always kind of lean on the other person to show them things that they'll like, or like, you know what I'm saying. If you don't learn yourself, if you don't know yourself, then you know what I'm saying, you're not really going. You know what I'm saying? It may be successful, but you're not gonna be as happy as you want to be because you don't know what you like. You don't know what makes you happy. So learn yourself. That's my piece of advice.
That's good advice. Look at y'all, counselors in the making. My advice is gonna echo Jasmine's advice. Be honest. This sounds very cliche, but honesty is the best policy. Because you never know, I might be with what you with. I'm with all of that. But no, yeah, be honest, because I mean that's just the way to go. You know what time it is. It's time for the head ass files. So I don't know if anybody saw, but there's a clip. We will play the clip at the top of courtside camera.
Of the Cavaliers that set LeBron off in Cleveland.
This lady, wow.
Well, she's pointing like that one meme with the lady and the cat.
Courtside Karen was at the Hawks and Lakers game a few days ago, and she thought it was a good idea to intervene in men's business. That's how I look at it. Because apparently her husband was talking crazy, which he shouldn't have been doing, because I think that's totally out of line. But her husband was talking junk to LeBron James during the course of a game, and then he said something back, and then she thought it was a good idea to retaliate. And my girl got kicked out of the game. How you get escorted out of a game that don't have fans? That don't make no sense.
Damn.
Now they got 12 fans instead of 14.
Oh gosh.
That don't even make no sense. So sis gotta go. She definitely going in the head ass files for this week. Because that was just crazy. And then she caught herself trying to defend herself, posting on her social media like what happened. And I'm gonna be real with you, like the story sounded crazy.
Nah, yeah, I don't think that's what he said at all. I don't think
like she tried to make it seem like he told her to sit down BITCH, and I'm like, yeah. Okay, first of all, the clip I saw it wasn't even long enough for him to get all of that out. Now, even if he did say it, sis, what were you going to do after he said that? You thought she was gonna fight LeBron James 6'9"?
Her and her because why are y'all like heckling basketball players? Like,
this is not a comedy show. Like, no.
What?
It was a lot.
I don't get it.
LeBron do got some bad clips where he telling folks to sit down. He did tell his own mama to sit her ass down. So
she might have deserved to sit down though.
He was messing with Delonte West at the time. So
oh no, my boy, but Delonte been going through it. We ain't even gonna get on him. But my thing is, and being an athlete, like I've seen fans get out of control. Like when I played college basketball, I literally saw fans do the most creative stuff to where I'm like, who thinks of this stuff? And I've seen them like get close to the baseline where the ref had to like almost tell them, you will be escorted out this game if you don't stop this foolishness. So I think fandom can get out of hand sometimes. And she also had a drink in her hand, so my girl probably was intoxicated a little bit. So it's just like, girl, you got up and you was gonna do what? Because your husband.
I was about to say, I think fans just need to kind of learn, like, just because you, even at NBA games, just because you buy courtside seats, buy tickets to the game, come see them play, that don't mean that's the right to, like, you know what I'm saying, like heckle the players or heckle, you know what I'm saying, because you wouldn't do it, and then it looks even worse being that you, you know what I'm saying, y'all are white talking to a black player, like, you know what I'm saying, and you a woman talking about something, oh, I'm gonna F you up and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Definitely wrong. And to her defense, them Hawks game, they don't stop you. You can get drunk as you want to in them motherfuckers. Sometimes I forget about the game. I don't know who wins. Do we got one more quarter? Give me two more of them. They get you.
I mean, yeah, I didn't be lit at a Hawks game, but I'm never lit enough to think that I can talk to LeBron James like that or any other player.
Yeah.
My money's on LeBron. In a 2-on-1, it's on LeBron.
Yeah, in a 4-on-1. Shit, bring the other friend in there
Everybody
too.
was saying she lucky Savannah wasn't at the game.
Right.
Savannah wasn't finna fight. My girl not about that life, but I think if they got back to the room, ain't no telling what would have happened. It might be a little meetup, like, baby girl, what did you think you was gonna do, my husband?
I personally, you never see me heckle a professional athlete because I watched Malice in the Palace, and
There was some haymakers being thrown on fans, boy.
Let me tell you, nigga, no, no.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, love. Enjoy.
Right on that.
So we all got on Black brands. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna just go in order. We're gonna start with Mac, then go to Gabby and Jason, go around and just shout out our Black brands because we do shop Black, we support Black, and guess what? It's Black History Month. So we definitely coming hard this month. So Mac, who you got on?
I have on my Naps Over Everything shirt, which is a motto of life. Shout out to Kevin on stage. This is his. I got it from the comedy show. He did real social media things of Hollywood or something like that. It was his last tour before, like, pre-pandemic, probably like 2 or 3 years ago. They came to Atlanta. He is hilarious in person. If you ever get to tap in on his stuff, please do so. But yeah, I got this from him. So I don't think he has like a brand or a line, but it's just kind of, you know how artists and stuff do their own like merch and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. I like his merch, and I love Kevin on stage. One of my favorite comedians. My boy is funny.
He's hilarious. I'm about to say he just got the deal with well, I don't know if it's a deal, but he's on Will Smith show. On
I want to watch that Black Dad show.
Yeah, so
I'm definitely gonna tune in. All right, my boy Jason and Gabby.
Well, I have the popular "God is Dope" shirt on.
The Ivy Park line.
As soon as you said that, they sent me a text.
They got the best marketing I've ever seen. I had to hit them with the stop because stop texting me.
They don't send me no more free shirts. Not enough.
It don't be free because shipping be $8.99.
Right, that's why I can't get it. Don't tell me the shirt $1.99 and the shipping $10. I'm paying for it.
Right.
Hey man, shout out to the Black business, Black hustlers. I like it. I like it.
I love it. I love it.
For me, this is ATL 1996. They did Atlanta first championship pack, so they got the hoodies, and this it came with a pin as well. You can follow them at ATL 1996, and Dynamite Jimmy is the guy's name that created it. They got a bunch of like sweaters, and they got Outcast cards, all type of stuff. So
that's lit. That's lit. Okay, I have on my Just Black shirt. I got that from Spiritual World on Instagram, and I have it in white and black. But their shirts are kind of similar to God is Dope in design, but yeah, just black. I like to wear this shirt because it makes people uncomfortable in public. And then I'm repping for Atlanta. You know, got the Olympics hat. My girl Jazz, what you got on today, girl?
I have on my can you see this? My Mind Your Blessings shirt. One of my neos, Melissa, she is the owner. You can follow their page at Mind Your Blessings on Instagram and get you a shirt. She has a variety of colors.
I got a shirt too, and it's good material. Don't shrink, because you know folk love a Gildan shirt that shrink.
Right, and I've washed it a couple times, and the color hasn't faded or anything. The words ain't peeling off, you know.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to all the Black brands. Now we about to go into our mental health tip. We wrapping up our mental health tip and our financial literacy tip. I'm gonna start with the mental health tip. My mental health tip is celebrate your wins. Celebrate your achievements and have gratitude for yourself. I think a lot of times we get caught up in like, I'm not where I want to be, or I can do more, and we forget to celebrate our wins. I am very guilty of this. You know, I recently got an award from our university, Thriving Under 30, and somebody asked me, why didn't you post it, or why you didn't tell anybody? And I was like, I honestly didn't think about it. Like, I'm just so weird about like talking about myself sometimes. So celebrate your wins because, you know, life is too short and you don't realize how much other people appreciate you until you do something like celebrating your wins. So have gratitude for yourself and just write down 3 things that you're proud of that you've done. and try to do that on a monthly basis.
I like that. Celebrating wins. So my financial literacy tip for the day. Oof. We'll talk about credit a little bit, just a little bit. And I could actually let me do one because you could talk about there's so many sides to credit. But my financial literacy tip is credit cards. Don't do it. Don't do it. Regardless of how good it look, how good it sound, it don't matter because they'll send you stuff in the mail. The moment your credit score go from 1 point up, they'll send you all the letters in the mail like, oh, you've been approved for this much. You've been approved for this much. But what they don't tell you is you've been approved for this much, but next year they're gonna charge you that much plus 50% or whatever the hell else bought and paid for. So you think you got a little free money, and then next thing you know, you find yourself in some debt. But no, don't do it. Try to use like debit as much as possible. Save your credit for like big purchases, house, car, because you want to keep your credit score high. You don't want to buy a house and have a super high, equity rate and refinance loan rate, things of that nature. So financial literacy advice, credit cards. If you don't need it, don't do it. Don't do it.
Be smart if you do it. That's the main thing.
No.
Being smart about it.
Don't do it.
My boy said, no, don't do it. So I want to take this time to thank my girl Jazz, my girl Gabby, my boy Jason. I am so grateful for you guys. You guys are our first guests. You broke our guest virginity. So shout out to y'all. Y'all came through the Black brand. Y'all had great stuff to add. So thank you so much. I am forever indebted towards y'all. Mac, you had anything to say before we wrap it up?
Now I'll just piggyback again. Thank y'all for joining us, Jasmine and Gabby last minute. We had to kind of, whatever, but appreciate you all for tuning in, showing up. And yeah, that's.
And this is the podcast where if you got something to say, then just say that.
Just say that shit.
And Jason, if you can let them know your Instagram handle for your podcast, please, so they can follow you and follow your podcast as well.
Okay, yeah, everything just_J 1906. I'll be posting like live episodes, like when the episodes drop, I'll post them there. You can follow all those links to all of my pages, TJP Entertainment, all that stuff too, to see the episodes. So appreciate y'all.
And when we do our publicity, we would definitely post your stuff as well.
Thank you. All love.
All right. And we out. Hey, we out. All right, y'all.
Just say that. Just say that. Just say that. Just say that. Ain't no need to beat around the bush. Just tell me straight up. Ain't no sense in waiting later. I need it straight up. I ain't tripping on them haters. I got my mind made up.
If you got something to say, don't let your words go to waste. You did all that today. 5 o'clock, it's time to rock. DJ Machiavelli and my girl Brooke on top. Let's go. Every Thursday, yeah, keeping it real.
Just say that. Just say that.
Don't be shy, no lie. Just tell me how you feel.
Just say that. Just say that.
Every Thursday, yeah, we keeping it real.
Just say that. Just say that.
Don't be shy, no lie. Just tell me how you feel.
Just say that. Just say that.
5 o'clock, it's time to rock. DJ Machiavelli and my girl Brooke on top. Let's go.